Hey guys, and welcome to World of Warcraft. There. Oh, hello. Volpera right there. Um, we are starting a series, a self-found series in retail. Instead of one of the base races, we picked one of the allied races. Just because I like Volpera, and it has some bonus racial traits that I find really handy. I've already got everything set up on the sidebar. Actually, my hotbars are all set up in general. So we're just gonna go... We're eventually gonna grab our professions. But we're gonna go to the Agramar Embassy. Actually, let's fly there. That would be much faster. Yeah, I got it. Upward. Forward. Okay. Oops. Of course, I fly into something right off the bat. That's how I fly. We're just flying to make it faster, but we're going to start using self-found mounts eventually. But that's just to get started, because it would take forever to walk across the other side of Agramar. Talk to Chromie. And there's Nilsa. And basically, we're just going to go through the expansions in the regions. We're going to start with Classic, and then eventually Cataclysm, I think. I don't know the exact order of the expansions, so we're not going to be going through them in order. I mean, I could look it up, I guess. We're not going to transmog either. For the most part, unless we want to hide our hat, which I may do that at some point. We're just going to go off into Duratar and work from there. But, I was gonna do some dungeons in this challenge, but recently I had a really bad experience with some dungeons. So, I'm going to take a break from them for a while. I was at the end of a dungeon for time walking and got kicked. At the end. The very end. That was no fun. Oh yeah, I was gonna pick professions. While we're out here, we'll do the normal thing of starting with our own starting armor. Not starting with the starter armor, but our starter undergarments. Just to start crafting stuff all our own. But yeah, for those of you who don't know what a self-found is, no auction house, no mail, no trading. Just what you can loot, craft, or find on your own. So we're going to go up through the levels and just craft what we can. This is going to take a while to get to the tailor trainer. We're going to do tailor and leather, not leatherworking, skinning. Because I think you need some leather for some cloth stuff. I could be wrong, but we'll start from there. I went mage because I did some research. And mage is apparently one of the most popular ones for self-found. Because cloth armor is easy to make. So we're going to go from there. And try our best. There's our profession of cooking. Tailoring is down here. Let's just jump off. That sounded painful. Skinning should be in here. Here's a skinning trainer in the back. guess we'll choose skinning as our first one. And then we'll put our skinning journal up in the corner here. Come on, exit out. Cooking fire, cooking. I think we might do a fishing quest this episode. Just so we can pick up fishing and see if we can get that journal that shows us where to fish.
You look like you've got skill.
We're just gonna go ahead and pick up all this. Normally I would say let's not start with the starting funds, but professions actually cost in this game. So we'll pick it up. This is a very loose. Not a very loose, but a little loose self-found. Because I haven't done one before. And I wanted to start small. And then work my way up. Like, it would be fun to try a hardcore self-found sometime. But I'm not as good at World of Warcraft as I am in Final Fantasy. So, I still have a ways to go. Fishing trainer's right over here. But yeah, once we spend our money all on professions, we should be able to start fresh. A whole bunch of items. I forgot to pick up a skinning knife, so we'll have to do that before we leave. Fishing pole. Let's equip that. Our tabard. Do we need it? Probably not, but might as well. Okay, let's put our other professions on the hotbar. Let's see, what's your quest for the day? We need a stag eye. Well, we'll do that. We'll just walk the rest of the way up. Yeah, the stag is all the way over in this area that we're headed towards. And then the fish is all the way on the other side of Agramar. So it's quite a space difference between the two, but not as much as some of the cooking quests. Some of them require you to go really far into Duratar. I think my goal of this challenge is to eventually get into Midnight. Like, we'll start with Classic for a little bit, and then once we've got a good set of gear, we'll go into Dragonflight and work from there. And then work our way up. Because we'll actually need some armor to go into Dragonflight. And we're not going to be wearing this armor long. This is just because I'm walking through a town. Does my tabard cover everything? Yeah, my tabard actually covers everything. So let's see if we can defeat this stag without armor. Can I take the armor off? Yes, I can. Yeah, our tabard covers pretty much everything. So, the only thing we can't get rid of is our staff. But, you know, it's not like we're using heirloom gear. I just gotta avoid that thing. Whoa! That was fast. Okay. So we can take care of one of these. Got that stag eye. Now we gotta run back through Augermar. But yeah, the stuff that I chose Volpera for is we've got, you know, the bag of tricks where we can throw bombs and stuff. We can make a camp and then return to camp. They're pretty handy. And we can make our own refreshments, which we probably should. Conjured mana cookies. We'll put that over there. Start making some space. Yeah, and one of the other bonuses was Volpera start with 8 extra backpack slots, which is very nice. Trying to think if there's anything else that I should mention. I was going to do a variation of a challenge I created for Final Fantasy, but then I decided just to do that challenge for my Final Fantasy series, which I plan on doing after this one. When 8.0 comes out for Final Fantasy. So we have everything new, you know, the new UIs, the new system, which apparently a self-sufficient character, as the title of the challenge is called, can benefit from just crafting and gathering. So I look forward to that. I really do. Because I'm not much of a combat person. I just never have been. Like, I like solo content in the world, fates, and stuff like that, but dungeons I kinda like, trials I don't, raids I really don't. It's just, there's parts of the content I really like and some that I don't, is the gist of it. Okay, let's use the stag eye. And we will fish. And hopefully get that sandy carp. I was originally going to go back and play on Money Whistle, but I want to have something special for her. Because she was a zone lock character originally. So maybe once I get better at the game, we'll try a gold bound character with Money Whistle. We'll just make her from scratch. That way we can start with new stuff. Because she does have catch-up gear at the moment. Which I used that option to just try the catch-up system. I hadn't actually, you know, done it yet. So it's brand new to me. You know, back when I did it. But I don't think the catch-up system has changed any since the last time I've done it. Maybe after Classic we could go into Draenor for a little bit, because it's the Draenor time walking event is up. We won't do any of the dungeons, but you know, we could go into the region. Whoa, who gave me a boost? That was random. Okay, do we get the journal? No, we don't. But we do get a potion. Okay. Normally I would use vendors, but we can use the vendor on here and the repair. But I'm going to use a vendor this time because, well, we've got to pick up a skinning knife. This person's just giving me random tiger's lust every time I pass by him. That's kind of nice. Kind of defeats the purpose of a challenge, but you can't control randos. You know, they're people too. So, luckily the skinning tool we need is available right here. I think. Just leather worker. Leather working supplies. Oh, no, this cloth and leather merchant. There's a skinning knife. I'll put that. Oh, we should probably move the scraps down here. We'll sell everything and then we'll just get going. So, I don't remember if there's any tailor materials that we need to start out with. Any supplies? No, there's not. There's no profession tool for it at this level. Because I know in later expansions they started adding profession equipment. And that stuff is very handy. That's a very tall woman. So, we are just gonna do what we do and just craft. You know, hope that we get good gear. Because I know with later expansions, we start getting qualities on our gear. And not so much in Classic, from what I understand. Oh. If I forget, I'm going to go set my Hearthstone to this inn. Find your Hearthstone. Yep. I think in terms of transmog for the staff, we might use what's ever in the trading post, because we've technically earned it. But at the same time, we could just use whatever. I'm not too picky. Okay, so here we are in Duratar. Let's start doing some quests. We're gonna be walking everywhere for a while. Looks like there's some other people starting out in Duratar as well. Start getting some leather. If anything, we can use it as, you know, stuff that we can sell to make a quick buck at a vendor. I should probably use my arcane intellect. I don't usually play a mage, so I'm not sure what all they have. And I've chosen fire. Why? I like pyromancers. Is that a good enough answer? We're gonna fight some harpies. And those will drop some of the not leather, linen we need.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah.
Be good.
And we can use the stuff from the quests, because those are looted. Technically. We've earned them. I think. No, I don't think we can use the quest stuff. I'm a little confused by some of the rules for self-found. Just because I've seen a lot of different variations around. So, you'll have to forgive me if I goof something. Like, I'm already goofing on the fact that I need to have my shield up. Let's see what spells we got. I made sure I grabbed the ice block. It's not really a fire spell, but it's really good. It's saved me on many occasions. Okay. I'm not dropping any linen yet. What's the deal? You can kind of see the chat in the background of my PNG tuber. I had meant to have it completely hidden, but then when I colored it, I like the green background, so it's just kind of become transparent. So that's... It'll probably get fixed at some point when I go to update it later with different armor for the characters. Speaking of the PNG tuber, you can actually see my character for Final Fantasy in the left side. That is Coralie. She is a Hrothgal. Hrothgar female. We call them Hrothgals. Because it's just a little easier sometimes. So... yeah, it took me a while to pick my characters for these games. Like, I was pretty much set on Volpera from the get-go because of its special bonuses. But at the same time, when it came to Final Fantasy, I had no idea what to do. I just knew which ones I didn't want to play. Which was Lalafell. I have nothing against Lalafels, I just didn't want to play one. Because I was playing one as one of my other alts. Then I wanted to mix it up a little.
I don't have a target.
Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, since we've done the Money Whistle stuff, we've pretty much done a lot of quests in Duratar. But we're only going to stay long enough to actually get some gear. Which means a lot of harpy farming and a lot of porcupine people farming. I don't remember what they're called. Briarback, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's Briarback for this area. But them and the harpies drop the cloth we need. So we'll start working from there. I think another reason people choose mage is because you can save money and time just making your own portals. I'm not entirely sure. Oops. I don't want to press I. I'm gonna sell that staff. Is there anything else in here that I could use? Okay, yeah, the linen cloth. We got a belt, but it's leather. We're gonna add the appearance. Can't equip it, but we'll add the appearance. We'll probably loot a few rares. Get me a back piece. I know where to find one, roughly. I just don't know where to find some of the others because they are in different spots. Okay. We'll just go this way and we'll start making our way towards that rare. I think one little problem I might have is spellcasting. Because the casters I'm used to have a technique called slide casting, where if you're at the end of a cooldown, you can just kind of dodge and slide away. I don't know if WoW has that. I've never successfully slid cast in this game, so I could not tell you if it actually was in here or not. But it is a very good technique to have. Okay, let's keep going this way. I'm gonna start crafting. Okay, I could make one. Oh. Yeah, so you can't do that. Even if they're straight in front of you, you can't. So I guess that answers my question. Okay, that's that one taken care of. These raptors are actually one of my favorite pets of all time for Hunter. Because they're bright red with the little turquoise aquamarine gemstones. They look really cute. My other favorite is the purple ones. I don't remember what gems they wear, but they're really cute. Let's move the light leather down here. And the raptor eggs down here. We might need the raptor eggs for cooking. Not entirely sure. I guess there's plenty of things to skin to start off our leveling. Okay, that up there, Scream Slash is not a rare, but he is kind of a pain. And ignore my thing right here. It just helps me know how much money I've looted in like the past hour. Which is very handy for challenges. Make sure he didn't see us. Can I sneak by? I can sneak by. Is he done? Okay, I don't have rare scanner up, so I could not tell you where some of these rares are, but we can look in their various locations. I don't like using rare scanner. doesn't feel very fun. Okay. I gotta deal with these crocolisks. Luckily, you can get leather from them, so they're not all bad. We're gonna take out a rare and then we'll probably wrap things up. These episodes are gonna be longer ones, rarely edited. Mostly because I don't have anyone to edit. And I don't have enough time to edit anymore. Because I've been dealing with new medications, and it makes me very drowsy. So the time I get to work, I'm either working on something else, or, you know, playing a game that I can enjoy for a bit. Here he is. Death Lair. Can I fight you? That'd be nice. There we go, and we got a ding. What do we get? Some bracers. We can't wear them. I was hoping we would get a back piece. Darn. Okay, we're gonna head back to not Duratar, we're in Duratar. We're gonna head back to Agramar after I fight this other Crocolisk. And yeah, we're gonna use our camp next time. But for now, down the hotbar. We're going to use our Hearthstone since we're only gonna play a little bit every day. Or a little bit, you know, whenever I get recording time. So the cooldown will have passed. Actually, you're a vendor. Let's start selling things. There we go. There's some stuff sold. Let's see how much stuff we can craft real quick. Still only one linen cloth bolt. We'll need some more linen cloth. So I think next episode, we'll just go ahead and, you know, get some linen cloth. So I hope you enjoyed the beginning of our self-found challenge. And next episode, we will actually get some armor. Or at least a robe to cover everything. So until next time, guys. See ya.